What if I told you that everything you've been waiting for, every dream you've put off, could slip away without you even noticing? The truth about success isn't what you think. It's darker, it's urgent, and it's more in your control than you realize. Stay with me to find out why. Welcome to Success Lesson. I have a question for you today. Are you absolutely sure you will wake up tomorrow morning? Now, before you dismiss this as a rhetorical question or a passing thought, take a moment to truly reflect on it. How many times have you assumed that tomorrow will come, that you'll get another chance, another day to do what you didn't do today? But the harsh truth is, you don't have that guarantee. Time is the one thing in life that you can never get back. It slips away with each passing moment, and once it's gone forever. We live in a world that constantly convinces us that we have more time, that tomorrow will be a fresh start. But the reality is that the present moment is all we have, and every second that passes is a part of our life that is forever gone. So I'll ask you again, are you sure you will wake up tomorrow? And if not, what have you done with the time you've already been given? Every day that you wake up is a miracle, a gift that so many people take for granted. How many times do we go through the motions of life, waiting for the right time to make a change or take action? We think, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll start when things are perfect. But the truth is, perfection never arrives. We keep pushing things off, telling ourselves we'll get around to it, as if time is a never-ending resource. We convince ourselves that we can always do it tomorrow, but tomorrow isn't promised. I want you to think about something. In this very moment, there are people out there who are living their last moments. Some people are on their deathbed, holding on for one more day, one more breath. What if they could have just one more chance to do the things they regret not doing, to say the words they never had the courage to say, to live without holding back? And here you are, with another day in front of you. Yet, how often do we squander it, waiting for some distant future when everything aligns just perfectly? We often live as though time is unlimited, as if we can put off our dreams, our goals, our purpose until another day, another year. But what if you truly understood that every single moment you waste, you're losing a part of your life that will never come back? Think about the opportunities you've missed, the chances you've delayed, and the life you've yet to fully live. Time is not a commodity you can buy back. It's fleeting, and once it's gone, you can't rewind. The truth is, you may lose everything, money, fame, relationships, but time, you can never get that back. Once it's gone, and we only realize the true value of time when it's too late. So let me ask you this. What are you doing with your time? Are you waiting for the right moment, or are you living fully in the moment that's right in front of you? You see, time is a limited resource. Every second that ticks away is a second you can never return. And yet, we act as though we have an infinite supply of it. We allow ourselves to live on autopilot, to let days blend into weeks, weeks into months, and months into years. We say things like, when I have more time, or when I'm ready. But the truth is, you'll never be ready. You'll never have more time than you have right now. The only time you have is the present. And how you use it determines your future. There are countless people who wait for the perfect time to take action, but it never comes. We've all heard it before. I'll start my fitness journey tomorrow. I'll work on my business next week. I'll get to my goals eventually. But life doesn't wait for anyone. Time moves forward relentlessly, and it waits for no one to catch up. If you keep waiting for the perfect time, you'll miss the moments that truly matter. What if I told you that the greatest mistake you can make in life is to assume that you have all the time in the world? What if the time to act is now? What if, by waiting for tomorrow, you're wasting the gift that today is? The question you need to ask yourself is, what if today was your last day? What would you do differently? Who would you call? What would you say? What dreams would you begin to chase today, not tomorrow? This is not meant to frighten you. This is meant to awaken something deep inside of you that's been dormant for far too long. Time is the most valuable asset you have, and it's ticking away, whether you acknowledge it or not. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need to wait for the ideal conditions to start. You just need to begin. Right now, in this moment. Because the longer you wait, the further away your dreams get. Take a moment to truly reflect on your life. What are you waiting for? What is holding you back from living the life you truly desire? Don't let fear, uncertainty, or the idea that tomorrow is better keep you from pursuing what you want today. The truth is, tomorrow is never guaranteed. So make today count. Make it matter. Because every moment you hesitate, every second you waste is a part of your life that is slipping away. You have a choice today. You can continue living as though time is unlimited, or you can start living with intention, taking action now, because tomorrow may never come. Every single person in this world has the same 24 hours in a day. It's not about how much time you have, it's about what you do with the time you've been given. As you sit here reading this, I want you to think about your future self. What do you want your life to look like 5 years from now? 10 years from now? What kind of legacy do you want to leave? The decisions you make today, the actions you take right now, are the building blocks of your future. So ask yourself, what kind of future are you building with the choices you make today? Before we continue, I'd like to ask you to subscribe to Success Lesson. By subscribing, you'll be part of a community that's committed to making every moment count, to living with intention, and to pushing through every obstacle that stands in our way. I'll continue to create content that inspires, challenges, and motivates you to take action in your life. But I can't do it without your support. So if you're ready to start living intentionally, if you're ready to stop waiting and start acting, hit that subscribe button and let's make the most of every moment we have together. Because remember, time waits for no one, and it's time for you to start living with purpose. Have you ever stopped to think about whether you're truly living or simply existing? There's a vast difference between these two. To live is to engage fully in your life, to follow your dreams, and to make conscious choices that push you toward the future you desire. But to simply exist is to go through the motions, to drift through your days without any real intention or purpose. It's easy to fall into the trap of existing, especially in a world that encourages routine, complacency, and settling for less than what you're capable of. But if you never truly live, what's the point? How many people are simply existing, waking up every morning and following the same repetitive actions, thinking that tomorrow will bring change? They tell themselves they'll start something new, chase their dreams, change their circumstances. But always tomorrow, never today. The truth is, tomorrow is never guaranteed. Waiting for the perfect moment is a form of procrastination, a way to keep postponing your dreams because of fear, doubt, or the uncertainty of the future. The future is never certain, and if you keep waiting for the perfect circumstances to arrive, you'll find yourself waiting forever. But if you choose to live intentionally, every day becomes an opportunity to move closer to your goals, to evolve, to grow. Every single moment becomes an invitation to make a change, to do something significant. You might fail at times, but that's part of the process of living fully, learning from your mistakes, growing from your setbacks, and never giving up. The risk of not living authentically is far greater than the fear of failure. The real tragedy is not taking risks, not pursuing what matters, and allowing the years to pass without truly experiencing the fullness of life. If you don't take action, you'll be left wondering, what if? What if I had started that business? What if I had pursued that passion? What if I had told them how I truly felt? Those what ifs can haunt you forever if you don't take the steps to pursue what you want. The truth is, it's never too late to live the life you've always dreamed of, but you have to make the decision now. You can't keep putting it off. You have to decide that you're worthy of living a life filled with purpose, meaning, and passion. Every day you delay, you waste precious time that you can never get back. Life doesn't wait for you to be ready. It doesn't give you a break to gather yourself and plan out every step. Sometimes you just have to take the leap, even if you don't feel fully prepared. But if you keep waiting for the perfect moment, you might never move forward. And when you look back, you might find that you've spent too much of your life simply existing rather than truly living. Living authentically requires courage. It means stepping out of your comfort zone and taking risks. It's about not allowing your fears to dictate your actions and not letting your doubts hold you back. So often, we let the opinions of others, societal pressures, or our own limiting beliefs stop us from going after what we truly want. But at the end of the day, the only opinion that matters is yours. The only person you should be living for is yourself. The only person you need to prove something to is you. So how do you break free from existing and start living? It starts with awareness. It starts with realizing that your time here is limited and that you have the power to make the most of it. It means not waiting for things to fall into place, but taking control of your life and making the decisions that align with your true self. It's about taking responsibility for your happiness, your future, and your choices. You don't need permission from anyone to live your life the way you want. The only thing you need is the courage to take the first step. And once you begin to live authentically, you'll find that everything else falls into place. The doors will open, opportunities will arise, and you'll be one step closer to creating the life you truly desire. But you can't just wait for life to change. You have to create that change yourself. Take that first step, no matter how small. Start where you are, with what you have. You don't need to have all the answers right now, just the commitment to move forward. The more you take action, the more you'll realize how powerful you really are. The world won't wait for you to decide to live fully. But once you do, you'll find that life opens up in ways you never thought possible. The truth is, if you don't live with purpose, you'll find yourself in the same place 5 or 10 years from now, wondering where the time went. You'll have missed opportunities, relationships, and experiences that could have brought you joy and fulfillment. Don't let that happen. Don't let time slip away without making the most of it. You have the ability to change your life, to make a real impact on the world, and to create a future that is filled with meaning. But it all starts with the decision to live, not just exist. If you've been waiting for the right time, it's now. There is no better time than today. The life you dream of is within your reach, but you have to take that first step. You have to decide that today, right now, is the moment that you will stop existing and start living. You deserve it. Don't let fear or doubt hold you back any longer. Your time is now, and the only way to truly live is to start. Tangible results in life don't come from mere intentions or good thoughts. They come from your ability to shape your mindset and direct it toward your goals, even when the road gets tough. The truth is, how you think determines how far you'll go, and ultimately, how successful you will be. Your mindset is the lens through which you see the world and the filter through which you process every challenge that comes your way. The way you think dictates the actions you take, the persistence you display, and the resilience you maintain when faced with failure or hardship. Too many people fall short of their potential because they believe they are not capable or that their circumstances will never change. We've all heard these stories. The ones where individuals believe they aren't cut out for success or that their past mistakes define their future. The truth, however, is much more empowering than that. Your thoughts don't control you unless you let them. Your mindset is something you can choose and shape. You have the power to transform it from one that holds you back to one that pushes you forward. People often confuse their reality with the limits of their mindset. They think their abilities are fixed, that they are limited by their circumstances or by the voices in their heads telling them they can't. But those voices aren't the truth. They are just conditioned thoughts that have been built over time by society, family, past experiences, and failures. These thoughts are learned, and they can be unlearned. If you change your mindset, you change your entire life. The person you are today is not the person you have to remain. You can evolve, adapt, and grow into someone capable of achieving all that you dream of. But that change starts with shifting your thinking. Imagine for a moment what would happen if you stopped seeing challenges as insurmountable obstacles. Instead, what if you began to see them as opportunities for growth, as tests of your strength and resilience? A growth mindset does exactly this. It sees every failure, every setback, as a stepping stone to something greater. The most successful people didn't get to where they are because everything went right for them. They got there because they refused to give up when things went wrong. They kept going. They kept learning. And they kept believing in their ability to succeed. Your mindset shapes the actions you take. It's not enough to want something. You have to believe you can get it. If you don't believe you're capable of achieving your dreams, you'll never take the steps necessary to make them a reality. But when you shift your mindset and start seeing yourself as worthy of success, as someone who can overcome any challenge, you will find the courage to act. You will push past the doubts, the fears, and the obstacles that once held you back. The most powerful tool at your disposal is not your talent or your resources. It's your mindset. With the right mindset, you can make anything happen. Mindset is not about being overly optimistic or blind to the difficulties you may face. It's about knowing that no matter what happens, you will find a way through. It's about the belief that failure isn't the end, but a part of the process. It's understanding that every setback is an opportunity to learn, grow, and come back stronger. When you adopt a growth mindset, you begin to see problems as challenges to overcome, rather than walls that stop you in your tracks. You realize that success isn't a matter of luck. It's a matter of persistence, attitude, and a willingness to keep moving forward, even when it feels like everything is falling apart. The most successful people are those who have the ability to adapt, to change their approach when something isn't working, and to keep pressing on, regardless of how many times they fall. Their mindset allows them to be flexible, to keep learning, and to maintain the belief that they can always improve. They understand that their current reality is not a reflection of their future potential. They know that they are in control of their destiny, and they are not waiting for something external to change before they take action. They create their own opportunities through the way they think and the choices they make. Your mindset is the foundation of your success. If you want to achieve something in life, you need to believe that you can. You need to believe that you are worthy of success and that you have what it takes to overcome the challenges that will inevitably come your way. Without this belief, you will struggle to take the necessary actions that will bring you closer to your goals. But with the right mindset, you will act with confidence, resilience, and determination. You will not allow fear or failure to stop you. You will embrace the process of learning and growth, knowing that every step forward is a victory. If you want to change your life, start by changing the way you think. Start by challenging the beliefs that are holding you back. The limiting thoughts you have about yourself, about your abilities, and about the world around you are not the truth. They are just stories you've been telling yourself for years. And the beautiful thing is, you have the power to rewrite those stories. You can change the narrative. You can choose to see yourself as capable, strong, and worthy of success. The moment you shift your mindset, everything begins to change. The world opens up, and new opportunities present themselves in ways you never imagined. The power of mindset isn't just about thinking positively. It's about thinking realistically and proactively. It's about acknowledging the challenges ahead and choosing to face them head-on with the belief that you are capable of overcoming them. It's about not allowing temporary setbacks to derail your long-term vision. The most successful people in the world are not those who never fail. They are the ones who know how to use failure as fuel to keep moving forward. They understand that success isn't a straight line. It's a winding road with many bumps along the way. But their mindset keeps them going, no matter how many times they stumble. In the end, success is not about talent, resources, or circumstances. It's about mindset. It's about the belief that you can overcome any obstacle, learn from any failure, and keep moving toward your dreams. When you believe in yourself and adopt a mindset that is focused on growth, nothing can stop you. The only limits that exist are the ones you place on yourself. Change your mindset, and you change your entire life. You are capable of more than you know, and the only thing standing in the way of your success is the belief that you can't. Once you shift that belief, the possibilities are endless. Success is not simply the result of talent or luck. It is the outcome of persistence, discipline, and a relentless refusal to give up. The path to achieving anything meaningful is not a straight line. It is filled with challenges, setbacks, and obstacles. But the true difference between those who succeed and those who fail is not found in how many obstacles they face, but in their ability to keep going despite them. We all encounter failure at some point in our journey. It's inevitable. The question is not whether you will fail, but how you will respond to that failure. Will you let it define you, or will you use it as a stepping stone to move forward? The greatest achievements in life come not from avoiding failure, but from the courage to keep going after each fall. It's easy to think that the successful people in the world have never faced setbacks, but the reality is they have faced just as many, if not more, than anyone else. The difference is that they didn't let those setbacks stop them. The most successful people in the world don't wait for circumstances to be perfect. They don't wait for the right time, the perfect opportunity, or the ideal conditions. They simply keep moving forward, no matter how difficult the road may seem. They understand that success doesn't come from having everything fall into place. It comes from showing up every day and putting in the work, even when the results are not immediate. The key to success is not in how fast you can reach the finish line, but in your ability to keep going when it feels like you're not making progress. Every great achievement is the result of a series of small, consistent actions. Each step you take, even when it feels insignificant, brings you closer to your goal. This is why persistence is so crucial. Without it, the smallest setbacks can feel like insurmountable obstacles, and the idea of achieving anything meaningful can seem impossible. It's easy to get discouraged when things aren't moving as fast as you want them to. When you work hard, but the results don't seem to follow, it's tempting to question whether it's even worth continuing. But here's the truth. The progress you make when you feel like nothing is happening is often the most important. This is where growth occurs, when you're forced to push through your doubts, your fears, and your discomfort. These are the moments that shape you, that define your resilience and determination. And ultimately, they lead to the breakthroughs that propel you forward. Persistence is also about consistency. It's about making progress every single day, even when the progress is small. Many people expect instant results, but true success is the result of sustained effort over time. You don't need to achieve everything in a day, but you do need to keep moving forward. Each small step you take adds up, and over time, those small steps will lead you to big results. It's the compounding effect of persistence that creates success. When you face setbacks, it's important to remind yourself that they are not failures. They are lessons. Every setback holds a valuable lesson about what doesn't work, and it gives you the opportunity to adjust and improve. The most successful people in the world don't see failure as a sign to quit. They see it as a sign to try a different approach, to learn from their mistakes, and to keep going. They understand that failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of the journey. One of the most important aspects of persistence is the ability to stay motivated, even when things are difficult. It's easy to be motivated when everything is going well, when you're seeing results and moving forward quickly. But true persistence is about finding the strength to keep going when things aren't going your way, when you feel like you're stuck, or when the finish line seems too far away. This is where the power of your mindset comes into play. The more you believe in your ability to achieve your goals, the easier it becomes to keep going when things get tough. Staying motivated requires a deep belief in the process. It's about knowing that every step, even the difficult ones, are moving you closer to your goal. When you focus on the bigger picture, when you remind yourself of why you started, it becomes easier to keep pushing forward. Success doesn't happen overnight, and the journey to get there can feel long and arduous. But persistence is what ensures that you'll keep going, even when it feels like you're not making progress. Another crucial element of persistence is the ability to adapt. The path to success is never a straight line, and there will be times when you need to adjust your approach. Being persistent doesn't mean sticking to the same method even when it's clearly not working. It means being flexible enough to adjust your strategy when necessary, while still keeping your eye on the prize. If one approach doesn't work, try another. The ability to adapt and keep going despite challenges is what separates those who succeed from those who give up. Success is not about avoiding failure. It's about learning from it and continuing to move forward. The only true failure is giving up. Every time you get back up after a setback, you become stronger, more resilient, and more determined to succeed. This is why persistence is so powerful. It builds your character, it strengthens your resolve, and it ensures that you're always moving forward, no matter what. At the end of the day, the most successful people in the world are the ones who don't give up. They don't let obstacles define them. They use them as fuel to keep going. They understand that success is not a destination, it's a journey. And the key to reaching that destination is persistence. You may face challenges, you may face setbacks. But if you keep going, if you refuse to give up, you will eventually get to where you want to be. So, if you're feeling discouraged, if you feel like giving up, remember this. The only way to truly fail is to stop trying. Keep going. Stay persistent. The road to success is long, but it's worth it. Each step, no matter how small, is progress. And as long as you keep moving forward, you're closer to your goal than you were yesterday. Success is not about how fast you go, it's about how long you keep going. So keep pushing, keep striving, and never give up. The best is yet to come. Passion is the fire that propels us forward, the fuel that keeps us moving when the road gets tough. Without passion, life can feel mundane, like you're simply going through the motions, waiting for something to spark you into action. But when passion takes hold, it's as though the world becomes a playground, full of opportunities, excitement, and purpose. Passion doesn't just motivate you, it gives you the strength to overcome every obstacle, to persist when things get hard, and to keep fighting even when the world seems to be against you. What sets the successful apart from the unsuccessful is not just talent or intelligence, it's passion. Passion is what drives people to wake up early and stay up late, to push through adversity, and to give their best when others might quit. It's not just about loving what you do. It's about being so deeply committed to your goals that nothing can derail you. The people who achieve greatness in their lives do so because they are driven by a passion that keeps them going, even when the path is difficult and the rewards seem far away. When you are passionate about something, it becomes more than just a task or a goal. It becomes part of your identity. It's no longer about just finishing a project, meeting a deadline, or achieving an end result. It's about the journey, the process, and the fulfillment you get from moving toward your dream. Passion makes you resilient. It helps you endure the challenges, the failures, and the obstacles that are inevitable in any worthwhile pursuit. Passion is the difference between quitting when things get tough and pushing forward when it feels like all hope is lost. But passion isn't always easy to find. It doesn't always come naturally, and it doesn't always appear when you expect it. It takes time to discover what you truly love, what fires you up, and what you're willing to sacrifice for. Too many people spend their lives chasing after goals that they think they should want, but never truly feel passionate about. They follow the crowd, chase after things that others have, and wonder why they feel unfulfilled. But real passion comes from within. It's the burning desire that fuels your every move and makes you excited about what's ahead, even when the future is uncertain. The first step toward discovering your passion is to look inward. What makes your heart race? What do you think about when you have nothing else to do? What could you talk about for hours without getting tired? When you find something that excites you at that level, you've found your passion. But it's not enough to just recognize it. You have to embrace it fully. Passion requires commitment. It requires you to go all in, to take risks, and to make sacrifices. There will be times when it's tempting to give up, when the journey feels too difficult or the rewards too far off. But it's in those moments that your passion will carry you through. Passion will keep you going when logic tells you to stop, when doubt creeps in and tries to convince you that you're not capable. One of the most beautiful things about passion is that it gives you a sense of purpose. When you are passionate about something, you know why you're waking up every day. You know why you're putting in the hard work, the effort, and the time. Passion gives your life meaning. It's not about achieving a specific outcome. It's about the deeper fulfillment that comes from pursuing what you truly care about. It's the difference between simply working to get by and working to make an impact, to leave a legacy, or to do something that matters. But passion isn't just something that keeps you motivated. It's also contagious. When you are passionate about what you do, others can see it. They can feel it. Passion radiates energy, and that energy can inspire those around you. Your enthusiasm can ignite a spark in others, motivating them to pursue their own dreams, to push through their own challenges, and to live with the same commitment that you do. Passion doesn't just change your life, it can change the lives of everyone around you. However, passion alone isn't enough. It has to be coupled with action, discipline, and perseverance. It's not enough to feel passionate about something. You have to take the necessary steps to make it a reality. Passion is the spark, but action is the fuel that keeps the fire burning. If you aren't willing to put in the work, no amount of passion will get you to your goals. You have to show up every day, even when you don't feel like it. You have to do the things that aren't glamorous, the things that require effort and sacrifice. Passion without action is just a dream. It's the combination of passion and action that leads to real results. Another important aspect of passion is its role in resilience. When you face challenges, it's easy to want to give up. The road gets tough, and the vision that once seemed so clear begins to fade. But when you're passionate about what you're doing, giving up is not an option. Passion helps you navigate through those moments when it feels like everything is falling apart. It's the fire inside you that refuses to let go of your dreams, no matter how difficult the journey becomes. With passion, you keep moving forward, even when the obstacles seem insurmountable. You see failure as a lesson, a stepping stone to growth, not a reason to quit. But you also need to remember that passion isn't always going to be constant. There will be days when your enthusiasm wanes, when you question whether it's worth continuing. But those are the days when you need to dig deeper, reconnect with why you started, and remind yourself that your passion is still there, waiting for you to reignite it. The key to sustaining passion over the long term is persistence. Keep going, even when it feels hard. Keep pushing, even when it seems like nothing is working. And remember, the most successful people in the world didn't get there because they were lucky. They got there because they stayed passionate, stayed committed, and kept going, no matter what. Passion gives you the strength to keep going. It keeps you motivated, focused, and determined, no matter the challenges that lie ahead. But it's up to you to nurture that passion, to feed it with action and purpose. Don't wait for someone else to tell you what to do or how to feel. Discover what excites you, what drives you, and go after it with everything you've got. You are capable of more than you realize, and passion is the key to unlocking that potential. Let it lead you, let it fuel you, and let it guide you to the life you've always dreamed of. Life is full of challenges, and it's easy to feel overwhelmed by them. Yet, these challenges are often the catalysts for our greatest growth. The key to success lies not in avoiding obstacles, but in our ability to persevere through them. Every difficulty you face is an opportunity to learn, adapt, and build resilience. It's in these moments that your character is tested and the strength to keep going is developed. The real difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not how many obstacles they face, but how they choose to react to those obstacles. Success isn't a result of talent or luck alone. It comes from persistence, from continuing to push forward even when the road is unclear, and from maintaining the belief that you can succeed no matter what. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have everything figured out. What you need is the commitment to keep going, the willingness to learn from your mistakes, and the courage to keep moving forward, even when the path seems difficult. Passion, mindset, and persistence are the driving forces that lead to fulfillment and achievement. When these three elements align, you become unstoppable. The truth is that we are all capable of achieving greatness. The only thing that separates those who succeed from those who don't is the willingness to take action, to keep moving forward, and to never give up. Every small step you take, no matter how insignificant it may seem, is one step closer to your goals. Don't wait for the perfect moment, because it may never come. The best time to start is now. So take the lessons you've learned today and apply them to your life. Start small, but start now. Embrace the challenges, be persistent, and cultivate your passion. Believe in yourself, even when it's hard, and keep pushing forward. Remember, every setback is just a setup for a comeback. If you found value in this, I invite you to join the Success Lesson community, where we dive deeper into topics like this and provide more insights to help you grow. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and support us in creating more content that will inspire, motivate, and guide you toward the success you deserve. Your journey is just beginning, and we're here to walk it with you.